today we are going to talk a little bit about French phonetics. A very beginner's lesson. The objectives, I want you guys to be able to understand and accurately produce the sounds of the French language. So this is going to be playing a little game where we are just speaking the language with supports here. I will not ask you to create any of the language. Does anyone here have background knowledge of French?
I took French in 7th grade for a semester.
Oh, yeah, me too.
Yeah.
A hexter, actually. How did you guys like it?
I don't really remember much. We played a lot. We played this game where we threw this chicken, and I don't really know, but
I've sang a couple French songs before for my lessons, so I know some of the phonetics.
Okay, that's awesome. I'm really happy to hear that you guys have some background with the French language, yeah. But the most I will have you do is just reading stuff off of cards, so no stress with that. Yeah, vowels, consonants, nasal sounds. You guys are familiar with the French R, the guttural sound that you make in the back of your throat, like you got phlegm in the back of your throat, you know? R, comme ça.
R.
Mm-hmm. Exactly. Can you practice it for me?
try to do it again.
R.
Oh gosh. I don't think I can.
Okay, no worries at all.
I think about like when you're brushing your teeth and then you have to like.
Yeah.
Exactly, like you're spitting.
Yeah.
Exactly. We'll practice it with a couple of words, no stress at all. Ultimately, I want you guys to be able to improve your pronunciation and comprehension of the language just a little bit. So, we are going to start with a video on the alphabet, just to get reacquainted with the language. All right, we'll just listen to it a couple times through.
A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, Y, Z. Maintenant, je les connais, toutes les lettres de l'alphabet. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, Y, Z. Maintenant, je les connais, toutes les lettres de l'alphabet. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, Y, Z.
Alright, perfect. Would you guys like to listen to that one more time? Or if you feel ready, we can go through this and have you repeat after me. What do you guys prefer?
We could do the repeat.
I'm
Okay,
ready.
ready?
Practice. Yeah.
Okay, awesome. Okay. A.
A.
Répétez. Parfait. B.
B.
C.
C.
D.
D.
Très bien. E.
E.
F.
F.
G.
J.
In French, this is pronounced like J, like J. In English, and J is pronounced like chi. So they are a little bit mixed with that. We've got H.
H.
Nice. Typically in the French language, we don't pronounce H's. So I don't know if you guys remember that. But we've got I here, which is I.
I.
Très bien. G. J.
J.
J. Parfait. K.
K.
Nice. We got L,
L.
which is pretty similar to in English. M,
M.
also pretty similar. Nice job. N.
N.
Nice job, y'all. about halfway through. O,
O,
P.
P.
Nice. Q.
Q.
Nice. That one's a little bit like an owl sound. If you can channel your inner owl for R.
R.
There we got the French sound. You got it? Imagine you're clearing the back of your throat. R. Try it for me. Nice job. We'll keep practicing. S.
S.
Nice. We got T,
T.
which is a little bit different than in English. U,
U.
which is that same sound that we make with Q. Can we say Q one more time?
Q.
Which is Q. And then U for U. Nice job. V.
V.
Nice. W.
W.
So we say W, they say double V. X.
X.
And then this one is goofy. This is Y. Okay, so it's I,
I.
G,
Grec.
Rec. Nice.
Y.
Y. So, Y. Nice job. It is difficult. You'll get there, I believe. And then Z.
Z.
So in British English, they say Z. I don't know if you guys know, but yeah, we're a little bit behind on that one with our Z. Alrighty, y'all. I'm gonna go through these one more time. I'm gonna draw them at random, and I'm going to ask you guys to remember. Are you ready? Okay. We got this one. What is this?
V.
Nice job. Exactly. That's it. What was this one?
Z.
And then
C.
yes. And then up.
D.
Nice job, y'all. We got this one.
K.
That's in English.
K.
Yes, perfect. And then do you remember this one?
W.
W. Nice job. And then
U.
like an owl, exactly. And then this one was a little bit
Oh
weird.
gosh.
Do you
I
remember?
couldn't even do this one.
You can say it with
I don't remember what it was.
You started out well.
I remember it started with the E.
Grec.
Eglek.
So that's with the R sound. So grec.
Eglek.
So in an English accent, that would be Y. I just want you to, it's not Y, but Y, comme ça. Hey, I told you it. What was this one? Dang it. What was this one?
Say. No, I was C.
That's okay. It's very similar to in English.
S.
Yes.
Oh.
There you go. What's this one?
R.
Nice job, yes. And then this one
Q.
with the channel your inner owl.
Q.
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 Comme ça. Q.
Oh no, that is K.
Hey.
Yeah. All right, y'all. We're about halfway through.
Pa.
Nice.
B.
You're doing so great.
Q.
Um,
O.
oh Lord. O. Say O.
O.
N.
N. Yeah.
M.
Too easy.
L.
Oh, this one was difficult.
O.
Mix it up with G.
J.
G. Comme ça.
J.
G.
G.
Kind of like saying G, but you're being gentle with it.
G.
G. Exactly. A few more.
E.
Yes. That one always trips people up. So nice job.
Os.
Ash.
Osh.
You had the right idea. Excellent.
J.
Yes. We just mixed the two up. I don't know why. Very similar to English.
F.
Yes.
A.
This one's E.
Really?
Oh my god. It's O.
Okay. So let's say I thought I was.
You're so right. And then this one.
X.
You're so good. You're fluent with French. Look at you. All right, Joe. Okay. So cool. So now that we've got a little bit of French in our mouths, now that we've warmed up a little bit, we are going to move on to a game. So this game is called J'ai qui a. So j'ai, that means I have. Qui means who. Who has. J'ai qui a. I have who has. Can you repeat after me? J'ai qui a.
J'ai qui a.
Excellent. So how this game works is we are going to start with a card. J'ai la première carte. This means I have the first card. Please repeat after me. J'ai la première carte.
J'ai la première carte.
Excellent job, guys. And then qui a, and then une poubelle is the first example. Qui a une poubelle après?
Qui a une poubelle. Poubelle.
Very, very nice job. So poubelle here, what do you think that is?
Trash.
I'm going to go through all of the cards with you so that we feel familiar before we start trying to speak them ourselves, okay? So the next person is going to say, up, j'ai une poubelle, okay? Do we understand? And then they're going to ask, qui a du, whatever the next thing is. And then we're going to go back and forth, okay? We only have 2 people. We might have more. I apologize, it's not going to be much of a guessing game, but we'll work with what we have, okay? So we're going to go through all of these really, really quickly. Qui a du caramel?
Qui a du caramel.
Caramel. What do we think caramel is? Too easy, right? A lot of English actually is French. So, j'ai du caramel. Qui a une chapelle?
Qui a une chapelle.
What do we think une chapelle is?
Church.
For my little drawing, yes. A chapel, exactly. Qui a une libellule?
Qui a une libellule.
From my little drawing, what do we think a libellule is?
Second.
Excellent! I'm an artist. I'm so
Yes.
glad you understand what I was trying to draw. Qui a du miel? What do you think du miel is?
Really?
It's very sweet though. Honey? Yes. Yes. Du miel? Some honey.
Yeah, I think it's the same in Spanish.
Really? What is it in Spanish?
I think it is. I could
It's
be so
miel?
wrong. I could be so wrong.
That is
but-
fascinating. I'm going to have to look that up later. It's cool seeing similarities between languages. Okay. Qui a une échelle?
Qui a une échelle.
Excellent. What do we think an échelle is?
Ladder.
Yes. Ah, I'm so proud of my little drawings. So proud of you guys for getting it. Qui a un hôtel? C'est quoi un hôtel?
Hôtel.
Oh, désolé, great. So please repeat after me. Qui a un hôtel?
Qui a un hôtel.
Un hôtel, c'est quoi? C'est le même mot en anglais. It's the same word in English.
Hotel.
Yeah. We just don't say the H. Remember earlier I said we don't typically say. So, hôtel. Là. We have a few more to go through. You guys are doing really well. Qui a un sauterelle? So sauter in French means to jump. So they just call it a little jumper, which is so cute. Ah, I love. And then qui a une chandelle?
Qui a une chandelle.
Très bien. What is that? Yeah. 3 more. Qui a une pelle?
Qui a une pelle.
And what is that little drawing? Shovel? Okay. Couple more. Qui a le ciel? Le ciel.
Qui a le ciel.
The sun.
Non.
Sky.
The sky.
Alors, ciel is what? Just to hear it.
Sky.
The
Oh.
sky. Yeah. And then, that's all. Okay. Are you guys feeling comfortable with all of those words?
I think so.
Okay, beautiful. I'm gonna mix them up. Okay, beautiful. Mix them up, and then I'm going to. There's that for you. There's that for you. Alrighty, on again. This is just to practice the language. Alrighty. Okay, who has the first card?
I do.
Okay.
Qui a une poubelle.
And so after you guys say it, I will, they call this recalling. So I will say it too, and then you will repeat after me, just so that we can practice that pronunciation, okay? So that's qui a une poubelle.
Qui a une poubelle.
So I wonder, you have that. That's so funny.
J'ai une poubelle.
Okay, so with that, j'ai une poubelle.
J'ai une poubelle.
Et puis la question là.
Qui a du caramel?
J'ai du caramel.
Oui.
That's right.
J'ai du caramel.
J'ai du can you say it again?
Caramel.
Caramel. Okay.
Méchant.
Qui a une chapelle?
Qui a une chapelle. Voilà.
J'ai une chapelle. Qui a une libellule?
Qui a une libellule.
Qui a une libellule? J'ai une libellule. Qui a du miel?
J'ai du miel. Qui a une échelle?
Qui a une échelle.
Échelle.
Parfait.
Qui a une échelle? Échelle. Qui a un hotel?
Hotel.
Hotel.
Yeah, don't say the H. So great correction there.
J'ai une. Is it j'ai? I don't.
It's J.
J'ai. Okay. J'ai un hôtel.
And I do want to make the point that here, if I can take this.
Is it on?
It's un.
Ah.
If we have an E at the end, that makes it feminine.
Okay.
So we see here, j'ai une pelle. We see there's a double L-E. So if words typically, and French breaks the rules all the time, but typically with French, if it ends in an L-L-E or an E in general, it's feminine. And when it's feminine, is it with the E here or without the E? Is it un or un?
With the E.
With the E. So exactly. So here, hôtel is masculine or feminine?
Masculine.
Perfect. So we pronounce that un.
Un.
As you were. Thank you.
J'ai un hôtel.
Très très bien.
Qui a un sauterelle?
Nice job. That was a difficult one.
J'ai un sauterelle.
So
Sauterelle.
And then all together.
Sauterelle.
Nice job.
Qui a un chandelle?
You're coming at it with the Spanish accent. So with that, it's qui.
Qui a un chandelle?
I speak Spanish with a French accent. I feel you. But
J'ai une chandelle. Qui a une pelle? J'ai une pelle. Qui a le ciel?
Exactement.
J'ai le ciel.
Le.
Ciel. J'ai le ciel. C'est fini. Fini.
C'est fini.
C'est fini.
If I can say that correctly. I think that's really interesting because in English, with the T at the end, we would say the T, right? But here, since there is no E, we would not. So if there was an E at the end of this, we would say cest. But since there is not, it's just say. So, yeah, French is difficult, again, phonetically. We don't say about half of the letters that we have there. So you guys did really, really great with that. So again, just to revisit our objectives, to be able to understand and accurately pronounce, which y'all did, nice job. The sounds of the French language, vowels, consonants, nasal sounds, all of that, ultimately improving pronunciation and comprehension. I did notice you guys self-correcting, which was super great. And I did notice progression even in this very, very short lesson in your pronunciation and your understanding of the language, which is really great. Nice show. Reflect. What was one new sound that you learned?
Ooh. Probably just the these like smaller words that are on every card.
Yeah.
Just like figuring out, because I've been on Italian for a while, and this would be pronounced qui. So I said qui at the beginning.
Fascinating.
But knowing that it's key instead was something that I learned.
Yeah, the Romance languages are all so similar, right? Which can be helpful, but then with words like that,
Yeah,
it
it's
can.
different.
It's different, yeah, definitely. So that can be with the alphabet. That can be with the words that we use there. Any new sounds that you learned?
Like, I mean, I guess not the sound, but like with the masculine and the feminine and just looking at that helped know how to say or
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, and with the masculine and feminine, how things are pronounced differently. French is a fun language. It's definitely tricky, but it's fun. I love it. All right, what is one thing that you found challenging from this lesson? If it can differ from your last one.
Honestly, just some of the. I feel like I have like the R and then like the nasal sound down, but it can be like difficult sometimes.
Yeah,
Like sometimes my consistency is off. Like I do it differently every time. So just figuring out exactly what that sound is.
Absolutely. Especially in the middle of the word, like with sauterelle, it can be difficult for sure.
yeah, I feel like the glottal, the R sound, because I feel like in English it's usually like a glottal stop. So it's like you stop and you don't continue. So like in the middle of the word it's hard.
Definitely. Yeah, well said. Okay, thank you guys so much. Merci tout le monde.